All right, let's start this off, y'all.
The Broke Otaku podcast is brought to you by The Force. I'm not talking about that pussy-ass space magic. I'm talking about the Force, as in the use of force. As in, we got people out here thinking they're citizens just because they was born here, going out in the streets, saying whatever the fuck they want. That's when you need the Force to force people to sit down and shut up and obey the goddamn law. You should join the Force. We got forces. We got forces all over this great nation. And when you need to selectively defend the rights of the country, that's when you need the Force. Hey, you guys, Bloco Taco, you wanna join the Force?
Are you talking like the Air Force?
Nah, it's the Force, man. You wanna join the Force? Just the Force.
Like the Space Force?
Nope, this is before all that shit. We just had the Force. We just called it the Force, and now you join the Force to force people, because people, god damn it, these people need forcing.
I don't know, man. It sounds kind of aggressive. I don't know if I want to be a part.
Oh, that's the best part, man. You gotta do some traffic shit, and you gotta fucking fill out some fucking paperwork and shit. But eventually, if you're patient, the shit pops off, and that's when you get to go, oh boy, bang, bang, boogie.
Are you sponsoring this podcast?
No, I'm just here to get the message out about the Force. I thought y'all was sponsoring me.
What the fuck?
Well,
no, dude,
I
you
think...
just intercepted our shit. Like, we don't even know. How'd you get here, even?
Yeah, how much are you paying us for this? You pay us.
I think it was a 12-pack of Bud Light and 2 packs of smokes.
No, I think you're thinking of the Burrito Loco taco place down the street.
Oh fuck! I did it again. God damn it, man! I'm sorry, y'all. But if you decide to use this commercial on your pod talk, then just let them know. Call me about the Force. My name is Ralphie.
All right,
Ralphie 2.
Peace out, home sprouts.
Bye. Definitely not gonna call him, right?
Yeah, I think we'll just have to cut that whole ad. Unless he pays us. I'm not a big Bud Light drinker, but
yeah, let me talk to him. I mean, we could make it work.
Are you the reason that dude was here? What the fuck, man?
So yes, and also yes.
All right.
What did he pay you?
12 pack. It doesn't matter what he paid me. What matters is his message. He's obviously very passionate, and that's all that matters.
You know, the Broco Taco podcast is a welcoming podcast. We welcome anyone to listen and be offended by it.
Of course, but when the time comes to force people, you need a force to do the forcing, do you not?
Like, force people to listen?
Yeah, to the podcast. That's what I'm after here. Like,
is that the secret?
We just need more. We need more people to listen.
I mean, I prefer people to listen if they choose to listen.
No. Choice is an illusion. You need to sit them down and tell them, hey, let's watch this cool movie for 2 hours. Bam! Shackles on the wrist, tape over the mouth. Watch this shit and like it.
Eye drops.
Yeah, eye drops.
What's that orange movie?
What are the things that hold your eyes open? Those. So anyway, shout out to Ralphie for coming on here. And
no, I'm not going to shout out to him. I think
the Broke Otaku podcast
just
does not support
that guy.
Ralphie or anything that he's about.
Yeah.
Maybe no. You're right. I'm sorry. Fuck you, Ralphie. Fuck you, and your tacos,
and your Force.
Yeah.
Fuck your Force. Get fucked by the Force.
Force fucked.
Fuckers.
Force fuckers.
Now we're this is how I knew. I knew it would end this way.
Welcome to the Broke Otaku podcast. My name is AJ. With me is Marcus, aka the Golden Lambo.
Hey, I'm the Golden Lambo. I'm gold. And a car. Apparently.
You did it.
And Alan, aka Big Simpin, spreading the cheeks.
Did you say that or did he write that?
I added the second part.
Big Simpin'?
Big Simp.
Simpin.
Big.
Do you know what a simp is, Alan?
I know what a simp is. I just don't know why Marcus would call me a simp. I thought we were friends.
No, he said you're big simpin.
Yeah, that sounds like he's calling me a simp.
I'm not saying you're a simp. I'm saying you be simping.
I'm saying I fucking hate you is what I'm saying.
When did simpin or being a simp become a thing?
I feel like in the past, 3 years maybe?
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard, all I know is, LP said it, and then I heard Aesop say it, and then I'm just like, okay, that's a thing people are saying now.
So it's not like a recent thing. It's just a thing that I feel like I've heard it more recently.
It's weird because I think it's one of those terms that meant something a long time ago, and now it means something else in recent history.
I feel like simp would just mean you're a simple person, you don't think
Yeah, simple
very much.
That's what it
now
means,
it
right?
means you're according to Urban Dictionary,
it means something different than that now.
So what was I doing in a big way when I was big simping?
a guy that is overly desperate for women and basically goes over the top to do things for a woman that he likes. So when you're simping on someone, people online will simp on streamers or whatever that new porn network is that you pay to see boobies.
Yeah, OnlyFans, I think.
OnlyFans, they put so much money into these women that they want, that they like, expecting them to like them back. And that's not how money works. That's not how.
No, that's not how emotions work.
That's not how emotions or relationships work, and they are very much deceived.
That's incel shit.
Yeah, I mean it's almost synonymous. It's basically synonymous.
Kind of, but there's
it doesn't mean the same thing. But I feel like there's a lot of overlap in the people that you would call.
Yeah, the Venn diagram is not. It's mostly middle.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people getting scammed that aren't necessarily incels, but there's the people who are on OnlyFans and people who are sending hundreds of dollars to Twitch streamers. Yeah, they're probably incels.
I mean, that's incel behavior.
Yeah, they may not be incels, but that's definitely incel behavior. You're wearing an incel's uniform at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
The calling card.
You're a person in incel's clothing.
I think it was a Reddit comment. Someone was talking about how they were laughing. They were a bank teller and they were laughing at someone because they didn't have any money in their account, even though they just got paid. And they had dozens of transactions for OnlyFans.
Oh, no.
The bank teller told him well, you got all these transactions going to OnlyFans? And the dude was like, oh. And then he left.
You can see that?
Yeah.
That is the most depressing thing that I've heard today,
it
I
makes me
think.
really sad.
Jeez.
It is, yeah, it is really sad.
Damn it.
Why did you say that?
The whole OnlyFans thing just I don't understand it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, we're normal guys. We're well adjusted, at least well enough adjusted people.
Hey, shut up.
Who you calling well adjusted?
Regular ass dudes.
Who you calling well adjusted?
I'm big simping. What you talking about?
Fuck you up. Ain't nothing normal about me. I'm big simping.
Huh? Don't nobody simp bigger than me, boy.
I'm the biggest simp there is. I got my money on OnlyFans.
You know how many bitches I be paying? All of them.
Man, I pay all the bitches.
I pay all the bitches. What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? Nothing. That's how much money I get.
Paying up all the bitches. Big simping.
All right, can we play a fucking game and talk about anime? Jesus Christ.
It's a Dragon Ball themed episode.
Is it?
Dragon. Ball Z.
That's not how it goes, but it's okay.
Is that
What's the Japanese one? Chala. Head chala.
Stop, you're hurting my ears.
Jerry
What?
kids.
What are we playing?
Sorry.
Tell me about the game, please.
It's the Dragon Ball Super Broly game show. So this is a game that me, Marcus, is running today. And there's going to be 3 rounds of stuff. Yay!
We've never done 3 rounds before.
Stuff.
I'm watching both of you on this Google chat. You all look like Muppets. Bouncing up and down doing sound effects.
Hey, Kermit. Let's play the game.
I'm so distracted.
That's great. Distraction is great. So yeah, 3 rounds. And you know what? I'm not even going to explain them. I'm just going to start. So fuck it.
That's a great way to kick a game off.
His first round is trivia.
Here's how you play the game. Rule number 1. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. The first round is trivia. I'm going to ask a question, and the question is going to be posed as one of you specifically, and then you have to answer. That's it. Those are the rules. Are you ready?
No.
Doesn't matter. In 2018, the first ever Dragon Ball Super movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly, brought the titular villain officially into the Dragon Ball canon. Beforehand, his character had only appeared in the non-canon DBZ films. Alan, in how many DBZ movies did Broly appear prior to his debut in Dragon Ball Super?
I'm going to say... Is it 2 or 3?
I mean...
That's not an answer.
That's not
That's
an
what I'm
answer.
going to say. I'm going to say that, and that's my answer.
Well, you can say that and be wrong, or you can pick one and possibly be right.
Okay, that's all I wanted was that hint that you just gave me. I'm going to say 3.
3 is correct. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I played the system.
I'm going to do that every time you get it right. I'm not.
I gamed the game.
What you
Brawly, Bio Brawly, and Brawly Returns?
I didn't even know that, man. I just felt that shit in my gut.
The Brawly, the legendary Super Saiyan, Brawly the Second Coming, and Bio
I forgot
Broly.
about Second Coming.
Yep. All right.
None of those are really particularly good, were they?
We'll talk about that in the conversation. Question number 2.
Okay, sorry.
In the DB Super Broly, the DB Super movie Broly, Paragus controls his savage beast of a son with what is essentially an electrified dog collar. AJ, in the first DBZ Broly movie, what did Paragus use to keep his son in check? Multiple choice.
Ooh,
A,
thanks.
a similar electric shock device disguised as a golden necklace. B, a mind-controlled golden headband. C, a key-sapping vimbraces. Or D, paternal abuse.
I mean, paternal abuse is part of it, but I'm pretty sure it's
I
the
think you meant
headband.
D, all of the above.
I'm going to go with the headband, which I think was B.
Sub-question.
B,
Which of these is paternal abuse?
Gatling gun, fire! You are correct.
I think that means you got
Yeah.
it right.
Question number
Paternal
3.
abuse.
In the final act of Dragon Ball Super Broly,
Is this for me?
shut up, Piccolo.
What round is it?
It's question 3. I say your name before I ask the actual question. Just so shut up and wait.
So you have to pay attention to the question regardless.
Yes. Question number 3. In the final act of Dragon Ball Super Broly, Piccolo teaches Vegeta and Goku the fusion dance, allowing them to fuse into a being far more powerful than the both of them combined. As Gogeta, they are now strong enough to face the legendary Super Saiyan Broly in his final form. Alan, true or false? In addition to making Broly a canonical character, Dragon Ball Super Broly also brought Gogeta into the official Dragon Ball canon, whereas before, Vegito was the only fused form to appear in the canon. True or false?
Is this the canon of Dragon Ball Super or all of Dragon Ball? Because I don't know the difference.
That's why I made it true or false for you, so you just pick one.
Right, my man, looking out for me.
And yeah, it's the canon. It is the Dragon Ball
50.
canon. So all of the properties that would be considered canon by Akira Toriyama.
I do not expect that Gogeta was not already canon, so I'm going to say whichever answer means that is false.
I don't even know what your answer is.
No,
what?
Gogeta was already part of the canon, so...
Okay, you believe
false?
Gogeta was already part of the canon.
I think he was, yes.
So you're saying false.
Yeah.
What sound do I need to make?
Of a negatory...
Goku, help me! You are wrong.
Fuck, I blew up Krillin.
He gave his name
Krillin.
in the movie. He said, I guess you can call me Gogeta, or something like that.
I mean, yeah, but he
yes.
doesn't say I'm canon.
Well, no, but
what are you talking about?
Hey, I'm
defining
Gogeta,
a
I'm canon
name,
now.
By giving yourself a name, you're kind of saying, like, yeah, I've never been in this universe before.
Yeah, I didn't think that hard about it. Thanks for...
Well, maybe you should have.
Thanks for talking me through it.
Hey, guys. Let me join
Hey,
this
guys,
Dragon Ball
I'm
Super
Gogeta.
canon.
Let me break this down for you.
Thought he had like a
I just told you my name. So what that means is probably the first time we're meeting.
He's acting like he had a fourth wall moment. I was like, that shit didn't happen. I don't remember that.
You may remember me from Dragon Ball GT, but in fact, I've never been in this universe. Was he from GT or was he from the Fusion
He was introduced first in movie number 12 of DBZ. And he was also in Fusion Reborn. And he was also in GT, which is not canon.
Right.
So yeah, introduced in the DBZ
or
movie
GT.
and then brought into the because I think he was like only Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in GT. But anyway, beside the point. So, last question. In DBZ Super Broly, we see both Goku and Vegeta cycle through numerous levels of Super Saiyan before maxing out at Super Saiyan Blue, which is essentially going Super Saiyan while in the Super Saiyan God form. AJ, in the canonical Dragon Ball universe, what level of Super Saiyan did Vegeta surpass but never attain?
Surpassed but never attained?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Super Saiyan 3.
Masenko! You got it right. Good job.
Boom. Did they? I would like to see Vegeta drawn as Super Saiyan 3. I'm sure someone's done it.
Yeah,
That's the one where they got
it's
no
been
eyebrows,
done.
right?
Yes.
Someone they got no eyebrows.
No eyebrows
Crazy-ass
and
hair.
super long hair. Yeah.
And a big old dick.
And-
I mean, I think that's a given.
It's
Or
implied
maybe your
for
dick
sure.
shrinks the higher power you
Dude, that caught me so off guard, almost bit my tongue.
get.
Oh my God. So, AJ, you will take that first round. Good job, guy.
Wait,
I'm the
I-
DBZ
oh, wait,
king.
I was like, we both got 2 right, but that's not what happened.
That is not what happened. You're just making up stuff. Anyways.
My second answer was not canon.
Nope.
Not game show canon. Anyway, continue.
All right. So I'm gonna turn my mic down some because I'm being loud, bro. All right.
Bonk.
Round 2, super move matchup. I should have asked y'all this before. Do y'all have like something to write with, or can you easily type while we're doing this?
Yes.
I don't know about easily, but I'll do it.
All right. So this round, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to name 5 moves, techniques from Dragon Ball Z universe. And I'm going to give them to you in English and Japanese. But what you have to do is match what you think the Japanese version or the English version of the actual Japanese name is. I explained that really bad. Does that make any sense? You need me to try
No, I
again?
got you. We got you. Yeah, Alan doesn't get it, and that's okay. I just make me.
It's fine. I'll figure it out.
Do you need me to say it again, Alan?
Nope.
He's going to give you English and Japanese, and you match them up.
Yeah.
It's like the draw the line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay. That's
exactly.
kind of what I. Yeah. All right.
All right, so I'll go ahead and just give you the English first so it gives you better context.
Yay.
So, these are the 5 techniques I picked. Destructo Disc, Spirit Bomb, Solar Flare, Special Beam Cannon, and Dragon Fist.
Special beam cannon.
What is Dragon Fist? I don't know that one.
That
It's
appears
where
in
he-
movie 13. I think that's the only time it happens in Z. He might do it some in GT 2
Or
Goku.
Super, but nobody watched Super, so
None of us watch Super, and we're talking about Dragon Ball Super movie tonight. It's gonna be great. People are gonna be pissed. All right, so the Japanese names: Genki Dama.
are you giving us all the Japanese names?
Yes, and then you have to match them
Okay.
up. So the first one is Genki Dama.
Okay.
Kienzenhan. No, I said that wrong. Sorry. Kienzan. And if you need me to spell them, I can spell them too.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taiokin.
Say it again.
Taiokin.
Okay.
Oh, shit. This one's hard. Oh, no, it's not. Ryukin.
Cool.
Oh, damn, this one's hard.
Y'all
you
should both know that one. And Makankas. Fuck.
What? Makankas the fuck?
No.
It's weird.
I started laughing. Makanko Sapo.
Okay.
All right. How do I tell you?
Yeah, how we
Do I
do
have to
this.
submit my answers?
Alan,
via
yeah.
Blackboard?
Alan, you go first. You just tell me, which one you think. Start with the English and tell me what you think the Japanese
All right.
equivalent is.
Dragon Fist is definitely Ryuken,
Okay.
right? Oh, you're not gonna tell me. Fuck. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
you have to get
Man.
you both have to guess first.
All
before
right.
I reveal.
I think Makanko Sapo is Special Beam Cannon.
Okay.
Spirit Bomb is let's go with Taioken. Did I say that right?
Close enough. Yeah.
Taioken.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say Solar Flare is Genki Dama, and Destructo Disc is Kienzan.
All right. AJ.
Right. I'm gonna say Ryuken is Dragon Fist.
Okay.
Special Beam Cannon, Makan Sapo.
You just copying my answers, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Genki Dama is Spirit Bomb.
Okay.
Kienzen is Solar Flare, and Taioken is Destructo Disc.
Okay. So the correct answers are Destructo Disc, Kienzan.
Did I get that right?
Nope.
No, I switched
Nope.
them. Damn it.
Spirit Bomb is Genki Dama.
Woo! think I got
Solar Flare is Taioken.
Hmm.
Special Beam Cannon, Makanko Sapo.
Yeah.
And Dragon Fist, Ryuken.
Boom.
Did we tie?
You tied.
Oh.
You both tied. Yeah, AJ, you got Taioken and Kienzan. I don't know why I can't say that. It's not that hard. Kienzan mixed. And Alan, you got Genki Dama and something mixed up. I think you got Genki Dama and Taioken mixed up. But anyway,
yeah.
Damn.
3 versus 3. On to the next round, the last round, the final round, the round to solve it all.
Winner takes
The
all.
post-penultimate round.
And this game you guys will know how to play because it's the lyric song sing game idol anime.
Put me in the hyperbolic time chamber. I'm ready to do this.
Is that going to be the theme for that game now? It's like anytime we play that game,
Yeah.
sing a Cruel Angel's Thesis.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Hikaru kumo tsukinuke fly away. Karada ju ni hirogaru panorama. Kao kerareta chikyū ga okotte. Gazan wo bakuhatsu saseru. Alan, translate. If you dare.
Okay. I sort of zoned out there for a minute. It's cool though. I got you lost me after fly away.
Is that your hypnotist word? Is that your your shutdown sequence?
Do you want me to go first, Alan?
No. Okay. Okay. Bounce upon a cloud. When you do, you'll have the power to fly away. Do not fear the thunder. It's the pounding of your heart. Energy is rising. Go 10. I heard you say Go 10 in there.
Go 10.
Goten's not canon though. I don't remember seeing him.
Goten's canon.
Oh.
I only tell you that because that's not going to help you any.
All right, I think I'm done.
All right.
Dang.
Bouncing, fly away, electricity, Goten.
Don't forget energy rising.
Energy rising. All right.
How could you forget?
Sorry, I forgot.
I'm not going to sing it because I don't remember the tune. So I'm just going to say it.
That's fine.
All right, so play the role of hero and fly away. Set the table, get some friends and a pan of rice balls. Go get yourself some strength because our hearts are built for love.
Did you rewrite that?
I wrote it as he was singing it.
That's actually pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not right at all, but
well delivered.
Yeah, very well conceived and delivered. I like it.
Hey, thanks.
Which is gonna make this hard. Here are the actual
hearts are
lyrics.
built for love, man. That is.
Hearts are built for
I
love.
just like the rice
Transcendent.
ball or whatever other shit he said about dinner or breakfast.
Get some friends and a pan of rice balls.
I've never seen rice balls served in a pan.
You have no
That's
idea how
racist.
appropriate those made up lyrics are to a lot of the lyrics of the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Well, that's what I was kind of like.
they're all stupid. The lyrics are,
The whole less fighting. Well, that was a South Park riff, but it's all based on the same
that.
thing.
All right, so here's the actual lyrics. Break through the shining clouds, fly away.
I said clouds.
You did.
There you go.
A panorama is spreading through my body.
What?
What? It's not called a panorama, man. It's called the clap.
The earth gets mad from a kick to the face, making
It sure does.
making volcanoes erupt.
You're making that
I'm
up.
not. I swear to you, I'm not. I'm not
That
making
is
it up.
stupid. This sounds like something Alan would have made up.
Yeah.
Dude, so there's a part of the
Volcanoes
song.
were erupting.
So there's like a part of the rest of that verse before the chorus where the lyrics are if I were to find a dinosaur in a melting thing of ice or whatever, I would try and teach it to balance on a ball. I promise. I promise.
Wow.
Those are the next lyrics. The song is crazy.
People take this show seriously because they shouldn't.
Anyways, see, Alan was more accurate, like with the clouds and
But
the
he only had
flying,
like 2 lines.
But he was so I like, you know me, I like accuracy. But yours was very inspired. So here's what I'm gonna do. AJ, I already know that you know this, but Alan, do you know what the name of this song is?
Fuck no. It's hold on. Spirit of the Wind.
No, it's not. AJ, do you know what the song is?
Oh man, I was really hoping you just assumed I knew it. No, I don't have any clue.
Well, you suck because you said it. That's the first verse to Chala Head Chala.
Oh, dang.
Chala,
I didn't catch the tune.
Head Chala. I don't know the rest to sing it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Anyways, yay! That's the fucking shit game. One of y'all win. I don't remember who it is, so
Don't matter.
You, the listeners at home, you can decide who won in your heart.
Text
And
your
tweet
answers
@Broke
to
Otaku Cast.
1254 shit.
We'll be tallying up the votes and reveal the winner next time.
Next time on Podcast
Dragon
Ball
Ball
Z.
Z.
Tonight, we're talking about Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Ball Z.
The Dragon Ball, the first and currently only Dragon Ball Super movie in existence. And you may say, what about Battle of the Gods? What about Resurrection F? Those are Dragon Ball Z movies. This is a Dragon Ball Super movie.
Yeah, you
Look
normie.
at the titles. Normie. You don't even know your Dragon
Shut your
Balls.
stupid word mouth.
So we watched it on the internet,
Yep.
and it's safe to say that it is a 100% fan service for Dragon Ball fans.
I'd say so. Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
And we've not talked about Dragon Ball in the podcast very much, if at all, but there's one thing that I think we all agree on is that nobody wants to watch Dragon Ball for 120 episodes anymore.
Well,
at least not in this podcast.
Yeah, not in this podcast. I was gonna say the world has proved you wrong, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, of the three of us old
If
grumps,
by everyone you mean, or nobody you mean, none of us.
yeah.
But it's safe to say that we enjoy Dragon Ball action, and the movies are the best way to consume that. Because you get just as much story as you want, and then the rest is just screaming and punching and fireball throwing and powering up and ridiculous explosions. And it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't have to. It just needs to be Dragon Ball. And that's what Dragon Ball Super Broly is all about.
Man, I think that you're being a little harsh. That plot was riveting. It was completely airtight. It was painstakingly and meticulously written. The character development was some of the best I'd ever experienced in any film watching.
Remember the part where Frieza said inimical and we were all thinking to ourselves, what does inimical mean? And then Goku was like, hey Frieza, what's inimical mean? That is some next
Only
level.
a true master of the art of film can read the audience.
That is some
just
big
like
brain shit going on there.
It's that next level writing, son.
Yeah. You don't get to write Dragon Ball Super Broly Part 7 by being a basic guy in the writer's room.
Right. You got to bring your A game.
Yeah, the guy came in there. I don't know who he was. I don't know what his name is. Doesn't matter. He said, I have one word for you all. Inimical. And they were like, what's that mean? It's like, exactly.
I wonder what that word
was in Japanese.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be a word that very few people know.
Yeah.
And so hats off to the translators for like, oh, we got to find a word that fits this, is unknown to most people. Did anyone actually Google if it's an actual word? I just assumed
sure
it was.
It's an actual
I
word,
mean, yeah,
but
why would they not? Why would they just make them make up some shit?
it totally sounds like a real word.
It's a perfectly
No, well, you know
cromulent
what?
word.
I'm gonna take away some of the credit, possibly. I don't know. I have no facts on this, but I wonder if they did translate it to mimic whatever the scenario was with him saying a word in Japanese that Goku didn't understand, or if that scene was written a tad bit differently in Japanese and then they changed it some to make more sense in English. Because they do
Goku
that.
probably made a boner joke or something. Is Dragon
Yeah.
Ball, has it ever been, or is it still like way more sexual in Japanese?
I mean,
the original Dragon Ball was kind of
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm thinking about.
it had
There-
some adult jokes.
there's stuff in it like here and there that they usually just took out of the English. I mean, I don't know if they do that stuff anymore. I don't know enough about it. I can't really say. I don't know.
All right.
But anyways, what did you guys think of it overall? What was the experience like for you watching it?
I will say we watched it subbed, so if anyone's worried about the controversy of the dude who voiced Brawly, fuck off, we don't care. And we watched it subbed, so it doesn't matter.
Stop listening right now.
I will say I actually really enjoyed the movie. This is actually my second time seeing it. I saw it in theaters like a year or two ago when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's just fun. It's a fun watch. Like the first half of the movie is all story, like setting up for Brawly getting there, and then literally the rest of the movie is just them fighting. And like I can see where people may not like that. Like some people like to have little breaks in between. But when it comes to like a Dragon Ball movie, like I'm there for throwing fireballs, powering up, and people getting their ass kicked, and then them coming back and kicking ass in response to the initial ass kicking. And it delivered on all of those fronts. So I have no problems with this movie. I would watch it again because it's just that fun. The beginning's a little, I could take or leave it, but halfway through the movie, once they get to the planet and start fighting, I'm like, yeah, I could watch that forever. It's fun.
What do you think?
It's like watching a fireworks show. Like just pretty.
I like that comparison. What do you think, Alan?
I enjoyed it. I might have preferred a little more like pacing where it was literally 50-50, like here's a bunch of story and then here's a long ass fight. And by the end of it I was tired. Like there's no like rising and falling, there's no rhythm, it's just like, okay, here's the setup and now here's the fireworks. So I mean it's fine. Like I'm not complaining. It definitely scratched the Dragon Ball itch for me, and that was fun because I haven't done that in a while. But yeah, if I were to, if I could change it, I would maybe have some action earlier on, and then have a little break, maybe like time to drink some water. Because honestly, I looked away a couple times because I just the fatigue kind of catches up with you and you're like, oh, I need to rest my eyes for a second, or like something happens and it sets your mind thinking about something else, and then you come back and you're like, oh, what the fuck did I miss? It's like they were in a volcano and now they're on an iceberg, like what happened? But yeah, no, I mean it was good times, Dragon Ball fun. What else do you want?
I mean the pacing, there's no pacing.
Yeah, no, it's not. There's no like this is how you tell a good story.
It's not a masterclass on filmmaking.
But that being said, the story parts were fun. I was enjoying them.
I like the characters. the new characters that they introduced. I thought they were good. Marcus, what do you think of it?
Before I get into that, I want to ask Alan, was he more tired after this, or what am I going to say?
Evangelion?
No, not Evangelion. I wouldn't compare this to Evangelion at all.
Promare.
Yeah.
Promare.
Okay.
That's a tough call. No, you're more. So Promare is like you're like sighing as it's happening to you. This is more like AJ said, fireworks and explosions, and like it hurts to blink because you haven't blinked in like 20 minutes.
It hurts to blink.
It's like your eyelids going over your dry eyeballs are like. No, I was more tired probably after Promare. Because there's so much bad dialogue that you have to sit through in Promare.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think the dialogue was bad in this movie.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not that bad. Yeah, the reason I brought that up was because after we watched the movie, you said I'm tired, which is the same thing that I said after Promare.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I started thinking about comparing this movie to Promare, and I was like, you know what? I said in our conversation about Promare, I wonder if you took the dialogue out, like the cheesy, super cringeworthy dialogue, and just have the crazy fights happening. I wonder what I would feel like after that. That's basically the last half of this movie. Like, just as crazy and involved visually as Promare, and auditorially, honestly. We were watching it together, so actually, AJ, I don't think you had headphones on, but I think Alan and I did, or maybe just I did.
No, I did.
But yeah, auditorily is like just as much of a cacophony as far as sound effects and screaming goes. But like without that extra layer of just like people yelling stupid crap every 2 seconds, it's like this whole layer of burden is just not there, so I can actually I can just enjoy the crazy fight that's happening. Yeah, I half liked it, half whatever it is. Like the story, I'm not here for that. Like I didn't watch Dragon Ball Super. If it comes back, I'm not gonna watch it. So my guess is that a lot of stuff in it is kind of involves either characters that showed up or they're referencing things that did happen in Dragon Ball Super, and they're trying to like give it a context within bringing Broly into the whole thing. I'm just like, after a while, I'm bored. Like I'm bored of this. Like I don't care. You're trying to give me this narrative, and I'm too old now to act like Dragon Ball has a narrative that I care about really.
I mean, I like the idea of a Dragon Ball narrative that I'm into, but the commitment of going through all those episodes, and like honestly, I tried to watch Dragon Ball Super, and they basically retold the story of Resurrection F with some new elements. So it's like I gotta redo this story that I already kind of know, but because they've added new stuff, like I kind of have to watch it if I want to get to the rest of the good stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, I just don't want to do that, so I never went back to it.
Right.
Like I love the idea of more Dragon Ball, and like I've heard the tournament arcs are pretty good. They obviously go and find new characters, a new Saiyan girl. I don't know what that's about. But I just don't care enough to commit to 160 or whatever episodes it is for the whole thing. And I think it's done now. So like there is at least a finite number of episodes, but if you give me the option to watch 160 episodes to get a Dragon Ball fix or watch an hour and a half movie, like I'm going to go to the movie every time and get my Dragon Ball fix and be good until the next movie comes out.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to commit, half my life to Dragon Ball episodes.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm in the same boat. But like for me, it's not that I'm not interested because I don't want to commit. It's because I hate to sound like a bummer on this podcast, but like I'm over Dragon Ball. Like I was into it super hard in high school. It was great. I loved it. But as I started watching more anime and started becoming a little more, for at the risk of sounding like an elitist, sophisticated in my taste. Not that I only like sophisticated stuff. I like a lot of dumb shit too. But like I just got bored with things that either I thought were too simplistic or just stuff I was too familiar with. Like I want to see new. Like if I'm gonna get into something that's dumb and goofy, I just want to see something new. Like so, Dragon Ball. Like my relationship with anything Dragon Ball now is like, it's cool to see the movies because I get that nostalgia. My friends want to watch them, so I get to hang out with my friends. We get to remember like Goku and Vegeta and the rest. And I still like the powers. I still like the fight. I still like the craziness of it, the yelling and everything else. So all that stuff is still fun. So when like a movie comes out, it's perfect because that's all I really want from Dragon Ball at this point is just to kill some time with some friends and see characters animated at their best with really cool fight scenes. Because even though I'm over Dragon Ball, like I'm never gonna stop thinking Vegeta's a badass. Like he's just always gonna be a badass to me. And you know, seeing Goku do a Kamehameha is always gonna be awesome to me. But I want it in these small little morsels of movies. But one thing that I will say that this movie didn't do as well as Resurrection F or Battle of Gods before it is that those movies did have more pacing and narrative, but it infused a lot of that old Dragon Ball comedy in it. Like those two movies are funny, like especially Battle of Gods. I did not expect to laugh watching that movie as much as I did. Like the first, like when Beerus is first introduced and he's just like this weird cat creature thing who's complaining about being bored and like floating around, but he's all powerful. It's just goofy stuff. And then they have like the whole, like, it's your birthday. We have the Dragon Balls a fucking again. What are you going to wish for? You know, they make like a whole thing of it. So it's fun. In this, it was like telling a story that was trying to be really sincere, which was like a redo of stuff that I had already seen in the Bardock special, but they like redid it completely so that they could even involve Broly. And then they changed Broly's story a lot, not completely. It hit a lot of the same notes. How like basically his dad wanted to use him for revenge and was controlling him because he had the legendary Saiyan ability that made him go crazy and whatnot. So it was like similar, but it was like changed for reasons I don't know why. Like it didn't really.
To be fair, I think the Broly origin had to change a little bit because wasn't the origin that Broly was mad at Goku for crying as a baby or something like that?
So I watched the legendary Super Saiyan Broly again, the first Broly movie again, just to refresh myself. Broly being mad at Goku is just because he made him cry when he was a baby, but most of the movie wasn't about that. Broly was a weapon. Yeah. Broly was just a weapon. The movie was about Paragus trying to get back at Vegeta. Okay. So Paragus really was the guy driving that movie. And Broly was just the atom bomb that he was manipulating and using. So since the movie was built that way, that story, it wasn't great. The movie ain't great, but like it felt like more of a movie than DB Super Broly did. DB Super Broly just felt like fan service, like you say. Like, hey, look, it's Frieza. We're still fucking around with Frieza because we can't think of any new villains, apparently, or whatever. So he's going to show up, and Bulma's going to have all the Dragon Balls again because she's the only person in the fucking world that gets them. So there's a little bit of that, and then there's this, like, okay, let's retell Goku's origin, and let's retell Broly's origin in something that feels, like, deep and sincere, but it doesn't really because it's Dragon Ball.
Well, and I think it's kind of neat that they infuse the Bardock story with the Broly movie, because I don't think the Bardock story is interesting enough to warrant its own movie by itself.
But it had its own movie by itself, and we all liked it.
It was more of an OVA. It was like 30 minutes.
Was it that short?
I think so. I think that was when I actually watched.
I think so.
All those years ago.
It was like 30, 45 minutes. It wasn't
Yeah.
a full movie.
It was weird though, because they changed details that I don't know why they changed. They like changed the age of Broly and Goku for no reason. Like
Yeah.
instead of making them infants, they were like 6 years old or however old they were.
Well, it was weird because they looked like babies, and then,
they, like, put 'em
20
in a
minutes
pod.
later, they were like kids.
Yeah, and they were like, "Where am I going, Daddy?" Back in your
I
pod,
was like,
kid.
how long do they keep their kids in whatever that chamber is that makes them stronger?
Right.
Years? I don't know.
Right, but like, so there were just little things like that. It's like you already had the story and it was kind of cool the way it was. So if you want to expand on it, fine. Like I think that the fact that they made Goku have a mom, that was cool. I appreciated that. But like, you know, making Paragus old all of a sudden, which doesn't make any sense because Saiyans aren't supposed to age the same way the humans do. So why is Paragus old now, even though Broly's grown up? Because that didn't happen in the original movie. Yeah, he looked older, but he didn't look like an old man. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
so
I didn't
it's
think
just
about that.
it's weird little things that it's like okay, there's effort here, but I don't know what you're buying with that effort. And I guess you have to remind me too. So in Broly, why did Broly actually didn't hate Goku, did he? In
No.
this one?
In this one, no, he just fought them. He wanted to fight Vegeta, or Pegasus wanted him to fight Vegeta.
Call him
That's
Pegasus.
a Pegasus. You know who I'm talking about. And then Goku was just like, I want to fight him because he's strong. So like he didn't really have any beef with Goku, other than like,
Well, Goku stepped in after when Vegeta ran out of gas.
right, yeah, and Goku just likes to fight.
Yeah,
Right.
So if he sees a dude like Broly, he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna fight this dude because that's what I do. I like to fight.
Right. So yeah, him hating him for some dumb reason wasn't a part of the story. Which I
No.
mean, I guess I can appreciate that. Like he was just fighting because his father basically let him loose to fight.
Right. Yeah, and it was just a matter of like, oh, because he's Prince Vegeta, son of the king that he wanted revenge on, that's why they fought. But I mean, all in all, like the reason they fought, it didn't really matter much because it's just like, oh, they're gonna fight, so let's just get to that in the most straightforward way possible. And at this point, like Frieza's just kind of a comedy act at this point because he came to get the Dragon Ball so he could be like 3 inches taller, and Bulma wanted to be 10 years younger or something.
Yeah.
You're wrong. I should have made these trivia questions so you could get them wrong.
5 years younger and 5 centimeters taller.
Yeah,
Alan
something like that.
wins
Yeah,
posthumously.
it was because I remember it was 5 and 5,
Yep.
which was
Well,
just
you know what I'm talking
silly.
about. It was all kind of so that's kind of where the comedy was supposed to come from.
Yeah,
And like there's some gags in there that you know, it's Dragon Ball. Like it's not side splitting, but it's entertaining. And then you watch the fight scenes. So, you know,
The fight scene.
the fight scene, yeah. That is true. It would have been nice to have some kind of like context, like maybe Bardock fights somebody on his way out, you know, just have a little fight with the lesser Saiyans to put like some, oh yeah, this is where these dudes came from, remember? And that's why Brawly's like super strong, because these dudes can't even hardly throw fireballs. And plus, like, for me, the animation was really good. It would have been cool to see a slower fight with Dragon Ball style animation, just to kind of emphasize, like, you know, that these dudes can actually fight. And I think you lose a lot of that when it just goes straight full on Super Saiyan Blue, Super Fireball, and lightning fast movements that you can't even see. Like I'm a sucker for a good, like, well animated kung fu movie or anime, and you don't get that with this. You just get flashy power ups and flashy fireballs and flashy.
yeah, it was a lot of
yelling.
like, I just punched you through 12 mountains.
Right,
Count the
yeah.
mountains that I punched you through.
And there's one scene where they're like rotating around and flying super fast, and then all of a sudden Goku and Vegeta just go like Dragon Ball Fighter Z 3D style.
Yeah,
And it looks like
I noticed that.
Yeah, they did not cover that up very well.
I missed that, but
Yeah, they you know what? I'll criticize them and give them credit. It was obvious to me. I could see when they made the switch from traditional to cell shaded 3D. However, it is a lot smoother than I've seen in a lot of other animation.
It could have been worse.
Usually it's way more jarring, especially with all of the intricate animation that was happening during it. Like it wasn't just like, you know, a lot of animation, what they'll do is they'll have a character, they'll cut back to the character, and then they'll be in motion in 3D. They really tried to do this seamless thing where I think the first time it happens, like you're saying, they're moving in there's like a camera shot that's like revolving around them. And it happens during that, which I don't know. I thought was pretty slick, even though I caught it. And frankly, would prefer to not do it. But I mean, you know, money and such.
Yeah, it's probably cheaper than to hand draw all that stuff. But like,
Wait,
I feel like they had enough hand drawn stuff mixed in that you really, it's easy to catch. But if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't have even thought anything.
That's probably my favorite thing about the movie, though, is that it went back to like traditional animation where it's like hand drawn. You can see the imperfections and the strokes of the pencil, and it like had that gritty feel to it, but very high quality.
I noticed that when they were like when they get smaller or when they're, you know, drawing them farther away, it has that like less defined, more like comic, like rough style that you see a lot of in Mob.
Yeah,
it reminded me of Mob, and that was.
And that first time when Goku's like getting ready to fight, and that like hand drawn animation of him like loosening up and getting ready, like that looks nice. It was so smooth,
so good.
And that's another reason like I favor the movies, because they put all the budget and all the money into like pristine animation. And like you watch Dragon Ball Super the show, like unless you're getting the Blu-rays where they've kind of redone everything, like you're getting some janky ass drawings and animation sometimes.
Yeah.
But in the movie, you know they've done it the best they can, so you're getting the best animation that they can do.
Well, it was funny because when the movie started, I was a little scared because I was like, man, I thought this was going to look better because I saw the trailers, and the trailers got me hyped like 2 years ago. I think we saw it at Otakon because they were doing the Dragon Ball's tour. World tour. So I was getting scared, but then I realized like, oh, they blew through all of these scenes where they didn't have to draw good because they were going to spend fucking 5 billion man hours animating the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. The first part of the movie's like, this is just normal Dragon Ball, but yeah, they step it up at the end. And it looks pretty, and I like it.
And that's one of the cool things that I can still come back to Dragon Ball for, is like if you're gonna draw like Goku and Vegeta fighting somebody in really, really well drawn, good animation, it's like, okay, I'm down for that.
Yep.
Because I just want to look at it. I don't necessarily want to watch it for like 152 episodes or however many, but yeah, I'll watch like a 30-minute fight scene of them just going nuts.
High quality fight scene.
Yes.
Like you don't know what you're getting with Dragon Ball Super because, you know, they animate that as cheaply as they can week to week. And maybe sometimes they'll spend a little more on, you know, a bigger fight. But the fact that like you've got movie budget to build and create a beautiful fight scene, you know, you're going to get the best of the best. And that's why the movies will always be my go-to for my Dragon Ball fix, because I know I'm getting like high quality Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm all about.
Same for me. I don't think I'd watched a Dragon Ball anything since, I don't even know if I ever watched a Dragon Ball movie. I watched like the Trunks saga back in like high school. I bought that DVD or whatever.
Garlic Jr.
I don't remember that one. I remember the name, but that's it.
You talk about the movie?
The Garlic Jr. saga.
Dead Zone.
And Tree of Might, World's Strongest. They used to show those on
Toonami.
All
in order? Are you that big of a nerd, AJ?
No, let me try. Not in order.
Okay.
Tree of Might.
Can you name all of them? There's 13.
Yeah, Tree of Might, World's Strongest. What's the other one I just said?
Dead Zone,
This-
Dead Zone.
Dead Zone.
which is the one I said.
Brawl- Brawly. Then the other Brawly returns or whatever.
The Second Coming.
Second Coming.
So you can't name all the names.
There's Fusion Reborn.
If you can't do the names, you can give me the villain, and that'll count.
Shit, there's 13?
There's 13.
Jeez.
Anyway.
I don't know, man.
For me, the movie was just a big nostalgia trip. And I was like quizzing myself as we went. I was like, wait, Raditz is like, hey, that's Raditz. Oh, hey, that's Bardock. Look, it's look, Nappa. Was Raditz Goku's brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot.
No, I
about
totally
that.
knew that. I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm. Raditz Goku's older brother. Yep.
Yeah, and you got to see like, it was a lot of new stuff for me. So it was like, getting to revisit the main characters, and then getting a little more backstory on like Bardock and Raleigh and a little bit about Raditz.
Cooler and BoJack. I forgot about those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, forgot about BoJack. I haven't watched those movies in years.
Time to go
Dead
back.
I may not have seen them all. I don't know.
Dead Zone, World's Strongest, Tree of Might. What's the fourth one? Lord Slug, Cooler's Revenge, 6, Super Android 13, Broly, BoJack, Unbound, Broly's Second Coming, Bio Broly, Fusion Reborn, and Dragon Fist, or Wrath of the Dragon, I think.
When was the last time you watched all of them?
High school, most of them. I think I watched some of the earlier ones. I think I watched like World's Strongest maybe like a handful of years ago just because I was bored. Maybe like 5 or so years ago.
The movies aren't as good as I want them to be sometimes.
No, they're not. Broly
The stories are
definitely
kind of
wasn't
lame.
the one that I just saw. I mean, it's the same thing. You watch them because they're done in a higher fidelity.
Right.
Pretty much.
I feel like Wrath of the Dragon might be one of the better ones, but I don't know.
Wrath of the Dragon's good. I like Fusion Reborn because that's the first time you see Gogeta. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And the fight is actually really good in that one too. And then I liked BoJack Unbound because that's the first time Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2. So that was like one of my favorite ones. That's the first time he goes Super Saiyan 2 in the movies, not in the actual thing.
Right.
And then Super Android 13 was awesome just because it was like 3 more androids. And the androids, like when they first came, it was like, fuck androids. They're too strong, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so cool. And like I remember getting that Future Trunks VHS and watching it and just being like, oh, these androids are freaking badass. And like the whole Cell saga leading up to it was just
No,
like,
I used to get
peak
goosebumps.
Dragon
Like
Ball.
I seriously felt for Trunks, like losing his whole family and like going Super Saiyan as like a kid or whatever. Or like he like his hair flickers blonde for a second and then he like passes out from exhaustion or something. Like I got goosebumps. Like that was
good.
That was my jam back in high school. I was just like, Trunks, he's been through so much. Like, when's he gonna get revenge?
Yeah.
And also, like, having only watched like the Frieza saga, and then like the androids show up and fuck everybody up, and then like watching
Right.
Vegeta.
Well, I mean, just having Trunks show up and just destroy Frieza after the Frieza saga, which was 3 months of them fighting Frieza and Goku going Super Saiyan to beat him.
Yeah,
And then Trunks is like, "Oh, what's up, Slash? You're
yeah,
dead."
and then watching Vegeta kick the shit out of the fat android.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Like that was just like it was new for me, and it was just the right thing at the right time.
That's one of those things like I would pay to wipe my memory of Dragon
Yes,
Ball
I would
just
love-
to like revisit
I
those
want
days.
to feel that way again.
Because that was like peak anime, peak Dragon Ball, and it was like, this is fantastic. Like every day, it's like, oh, new Dragon Ball episode. Yeah, I gotta watch this. Sorry, girlfriend. You need to step aside for 30 minutes while I watch Dragon Ball
Stop
Z.
texting me on my Nokia, man.
Yes.
Sorry, girlfriend. I can't simp for you right now.
Right. Dragon Ball Z's on. It's the Android
I'm in the
Saga.
no simp
There's
zone.
nothing taking me away from this. Yeah, that was quality Dragon Ball. And I would love to go back to those days, but those days are just, they're gone. But the movies, they scratch the itch. And if you are nostalgic for Dragon Ball and you want your itches scratched, then I recommend Dragon Ball Super Brawly. It's fun.
I think anybody that's interested in the movie is probably gonna like it because the last half of it is what we all want. It's the reason we fell in love with Dragon Ball to begin with all those years ago.
Right. Yes, and I recommend it. I would love I don't know how they could recreate something like the Trunks saga and the Android saga, but if they could do that, maybe they've done it with Dragon Ball Super. I don't know. I kind of doubt it, but
I mean,
that would be awesome.
I mean, last year was a really good year for anime, so I don't really feel like I'm missing anything. Because
no, I don't think so. I think there's better shows to spend your time on.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm just saying, Demon Slayer gave me some moments, man. That
Demon Slayer was solid.
That I was like, this is good. I'm happy with my life right now. we still got some good stuff happening.
I need more recommendations. Anime recommendations. Something better than Demon Slayer, if there is one.
No such thing, man.
That's hard, honestly.
It is. Well, I mean, there's, to each their own. Everyone's got their own opinions.
Go watch God of High School.
Oh my god. I need to watch this week's episode. I haven't watched it yet.
Just watch it.
Are you guys gonna stick to it?
No.
I'm gonna watch it as I think about it, just because I just want to. I want to see where it goes. The last two episodes, they weren't bad. The last episode actually has some pretty dope fights in it.
What episode are they on now? Like 6 or 7?
I think this week will be 6.
Oh, okay.
No. This week will be 7, I believe. Because I think I've watched 2 more episodes since we talked about it, and we talked about 4 episodes.
Right.
During that podcast. So yeah, this week should be 7.
If
I'm not mistaken.
I tried to start Fate Zero, and it was just like, holy fucking exposition, Batman.
Okay, just start with episode 2. I've tried to watch episode 1 of Fate Zero twice, and I fell asleep both times.
Yeah,
Fuck that first episode. Just watch the second one.
Okay,
and then
telling me after I'm like 40, and then I'm watching. I'm like, is this shit over yet? I'm like, oh, the first episode's 47 minutes long, and the other one's
it's a
23.
double. It's a double length episode.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know who anybody's talking about. I hate all these people.
Yeah, dude. Look,
and nothing cool has happened.
Look, so Donnie and Jerome will tell you all day, Fate Zero's better than Unlimited Blade Works. Hey, fuck all that. Unlimited Blade Works, watch the first episode, Alan, and then you can tell me which one you want to keep watching. Just actually, I'm giving you that homework. The next time we talk on the podcast,
okay.
I want to know which one. Don't tell me any decision that you've made until the next time we do the podcast, because I want you to do that. Just watch the first episode of that, and then you can tell me which one is more interesting to you.
Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna go with Unlimited Blade Works because of pretty fights. Because that first schlag of an episode is not, whatever it is, it's probably not worth it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'll keep track of.
I'll tell you that it gets better, but that shit doesn't stop.
Okay.
And that was part of the reason that's the main reason they were like, oh, Fate's better because the stakes are higher because of all these things. And I'm like, well, I don't care about the stakes because I don't know what the fuck they're talking about half the time.
Okay, so it doesn't get any better.
It does because you get to actually know characters and fights do happen and the fights are pretty good. But in Unlimited Blade Works, all the fights are amazing right off the bat. And the characters are fun. Are the stakes as high? Not really. They don't feel like it. But you like the people in the show, and the fights are great. Yeah. So it's more fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Is that what we should watch for the next podcast to talk about?
Maybe. Let's make that decision.
we're supposed
We'll
to
table
that.
supposed to
Time.
focus on the new hotness because that's what people want us to talk about.
Well, we're talking about a 2-year-old Dragon Ball movie.
Well,
so-
that's what I'm saying. Next week we need to reassess our lives.
And then before that, we talked about a 25-year-old show.
We're doing all right. It's
Before
fine.
that,
I
we
know,
talked
it's
about
fine.
a 4-episode deep
Look,
new thing.
We'll find something new.
we can
to
talk
next
about whatever
week.
the fuck we want. All right.
What? It's our podcast? Yeah, you're right. We'll find something. We'll talk about something newer next time. We'll try to, swing the
I
pendulum.
mean, have we gotten any
forward and
feedback from the Twitterverse that
No,
we
fuck
should
the
listen to?
Twitterverse. They don't know anything.
I mean,
Bunch of jerks.
those are the people that.
I'm just kidding. Listen to our
They're too
podcast.
busy
Subscribe,
voting
like.
for Biden.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know
but
what that means either.
follow us on the Twitters, like we were just riffing on. If you're a Twitter guy who's voting for Joe Biden or not, I don't really care. But you can follow at Broke Otaku for anime deals. Follow at Broke Otaku Cast for the podcast and make funny jokes at us, and we'll post them and say them on the show. If you have a recommendation for us to watch and talk about, you can do that too. Tweet at us and we'll consider it. Go to YouTube.
Honestly, hey, in all seriousness though, if anybody does have a suggestion, that would be fun, because like there's a certain brand of thing that we watch that I feel like is outside of a lot of what people in the anime community might like.
Yeah, throw us
So
a
it might be
curveball.
Yeah, it might be cool for us to watch like some slice of life shit that we would never watch on our own.
Yep. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? That's an anime.
How big is your mom's
Don't.
balcony?
Yep. And there's the dog, guys. We did
There's
it.
it. Oh, that was so nice of him. He waited until the very end.
Yeah, he's a very considerate pooch.
Good training.
Anything
He's a
else?
good boy.
YouTube. We're on YouTube. We're on all the podcast networks. Like,
We're on fans
subscribe.
only.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, we're starting a fans only page.
Sorry.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
You can watch.
No. We're doing fans
Oh,
only.
You can watch me
It's our
watch
own
anime.
platform.
Yep. We'll live stream Alan in his underwear watching
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
you
You
can
wanna
tune
simp
in
out?
for a measly $5 a minute.
Yeah. Guess what I'm watching based on my facial expressions.
Fans only, though.
Fans only.
Fans only.
Are you a real fan?
And we
Show
won't.
me with your dollars.
We'll show you what we say we're going to show you. We won't try to screw you over like that other.
I'll show you
person.
everything.
Oh, never mind.
More than you bargained for.
Pay $5 to not see it.
Here's you come to my fans only. I start getting weird, and then you gotta pay to make me stop.
We lock your screen, and you can't leave your phone or your computer.
It just gets hijacked.
You just
completely.
have to pay us to get off the site.
What am I gonna do with this hot fudge cake from Frisch's? I'm not gonna eat it unless you pay me $5. Then I'll just eat it. Then it's mukbang.
Mukbang. Mukbang anime. There's something.